Welcome to the Radio Waves podcast, where we explore all things related to shortwave radio. I'm your host GDX. Today's episode is all about EMP attacks and how they relate to shortwave radio. First, let's define what an EMP attack is. An electromagnetic pulse attack is a burst of electromagnetic radiation that can be caused by a nuclear explosion, a solar storm, or a man-made device. This burst of radiation can damage or destroy electronic devices that are not properly shielded, including computers, cell phones, and even the power grid. Now, the question is how to protect yourself from an EMP attack? The best way to protect yourself from an EMP attack is to prepare in advance. You can protect your electronic devices by storing them in a Faraday cage, which is a metal container that blocks electromagnetic radiation. You can also protect your home by installing surge protectors and grounding systems. It's also a good idea to have a backup power source, such as a generator or solar panels, in case the power grid goes down. But can shortwave radio be used during an EMP attack? The answer is yes. And this is why shortwave radio is often considered a reliable communication method during times of crisis. Shortwave radio signals travel long distances by bouncing off the ionosphere, a layer of the atmosphere that reflects radio waves. Unlike other forms of communication, shortwave radio does not rely on the power grid or the internet to transmit signals. However, it's important to note that shortwave radio receivers can still be damaged by an EMP attack if they are not properly shielded. To protect your shortwave radio, it's recommended to store it in a Faraday cage or to purchase a specially designed EMP-resistant radio. In conclusion, an EMP attack can be a serious threat to electronic devices, but with the right preparation and protection, you can minimize the damage. And if you have a shortwave radio, it can be a reliable communication method during times of crisis. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Radio Waves podcast, and we hope to see you again soon.